All of you, good afternoon. It is audible, my voice? Hello.
Yes, sir, it's
Good
audible.
afternoon, sir. It's audible, sir.
We actually discussed about the wireless sensor networks. We discussed about the Faraday devices, circulator, gyrator, and isolator, and also it is seen the applications of the circulator and some of the directional coupler, different types of the directional coupler. We discussed it. So that is the microwave junction and microwave components that will be comes under the fifth unit. Another unit which will be deals with the sixth unit that is microwave solid state devices and microwave measurements. So microwave solid state devices is the one of the topic that will be related to the diodes. Okay, some solid state devices, and another one is microwave measurements. Another one is microwave measurements. So here microwave measurements that will be whatever the experiment you want to do in the microwave, you must be maintain the microwave microwave bench setup. So microwave measurements that will be depends on the attenuation measurement, frequency measurement, what is the power measurement that will be comes under the microwave measurements. Here you can see, wait a minute. Here you can see the microwave bench setup. You can see the microwave bench setup here. So this is the microwave bench setup. Signal generator and variable precision attenuator or variable flap attenuator and frequency modulator and throttle line section and crystal detector mount and terminal. This is the microwave bench setup. Another component also here. This is the whenever using the isolator signal after the signal generator, that will be followed by the isolator, and that will be followed by the attenuator, and that will be followed by the frequency meter, and after the frequency meter, that is the throttle line section, and throttle line section, in that we can identify the crystal detector mount, and finally we can obtain the terminal. Finally we can obtain the terminal. Okay, this is the main representation of the microwave bench setup. So this is here the diagram which will be initiated different form of the diagram. You can write the rectangular boxes in that signal generator, isolator, attenuator and frequency meter, throttle line section, crystal detector mount, and we can consider the terminal. So that is the basic bench setup of the wireless sensor network. So coming to the here you can see measurements of the parameter in microwaves normally done by the microwave bench setup. Normally done by the microwave setup. ఇప్పుడు ఏవైతే మీరు మెజర్మెంట్స్ అనేది తీసుకున్నారో ఆ మెజర్మెంట్స్ గురించి మనం ఇక్కడ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. ఈజ్ ఎ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మైక్రోవేవ్ బెంచ్ సెటప్. So signal generator means microwave source only. Microwave source. So signal generator ku vachesariki we already discussed third unit reflex klystron oscillator and magnetron TWT. These are the microwave sources, O tubes and M tubes, that will be comes under the signal generators. Okay, so it is a microwave source whose output is of the order of milliwatts. It provides a continuous wave. The best example of the microwave sources is considered as signal generator is considered as gun-diode oscillator and reflex klystron. Okay. So bench setup lo మనం ఏవైతే కాంపోనెంట్స్ అనేది మనం ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేయాలంటే whatever the microwave we want to generate the microwave source, microwave signal, we have follow the bench setup. So here microwave bench setups కి వచ్చేసరికి ఫస్ట్ కాంపోనెంట్ వచ్చేసి సిగ్నల్ జనరేటర్. సో పవర్ సప్లై తర్వాత మైక్రోవేవ్ పవర్ సప్లై and the signal that will be given to the signal generator. So it is a microwave source whose output is in order of milliwatts, and it will be always be continuous wave will be considered here. Best example is reflex klystron or a gun diode oscillator. Okay, these are the signal generator. And coming to the here another important parameter that will be related to the isolator, here not represented here. So isolator functionality which is followed by the signal generator. After the signal generator, wherever the bench setup you are using the microwave, there that will be followed the isolator. So what is the functionality of the isolator? Isolator which will be always be allows the forward direction signals and doesn't allows the backward directions. That is the main functionality of the isolator. So that is also be included here. So after that they will be followed the variable attenuator or attenuator devices. So we have two types of attenuators. One is variable and another is fixed. So here variable precision attenuator can be provided the 0 to 50 dB attenuation above its insection loss. Above its insection loss. So variable attenuator అనేది 0 to 50 degrees presentation dB అనేది attenuation అనేది provide చేస్తుంది. And variable flap attenuator. It is used the calibration of checking against the readings of the precision attenuator. So precision attenuator లో మనకి రీడింగ్స్ అనేది చెక్ చేయడానికి ప్రాపర్ అక్యురేట్ వాల్యూస్ ని మనం మెజర్ చేయడానికి విల్ గో ఫర్ ద ఫ్లాప్ అటెన్యూటర్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ మీటర్. So it is used for the direct reading of the frequency that consists of the single cylindrical cavity which can be adjusted to resonance, and it is slot coupled to the waveguide. So manaki resonator frequency meter anedi direct measurement of the frequency will be measured by using the frequency meter. How it will be represented as some single cylindrical cavity. It consists of the single cylindrical cavity which can be adjusted to resonate, and is slots coupled to the waveguide. So this is the frequency meter. And crystal detector. Coming to the crystal detector, it is inserted in the E probe of the slotted line section. Is consists of the cylindrical detector mount at the end of the waveguide. Used to the detects the modulated signal. That means that will be detects the microwave signal and modulated signal across that particular representation. So this is the crystal detector, and that will be followed by the standing wave ratio indicator, VSWR. Standing wave ratio indicator. It is basically a sensitive tune voltmeter that provides the direct reading of the standing wave ratio at equivalent value in the dB. So and frequency meter. This is the components that will be related to the microwave. That will be related to the microwave junction. So once again, I was telling that signal generator. This is the signal generator, and that will be followed by the isolator, and that will be followed by the attenuator. Attenuator used for the 0 to 50 degrees, 50 dB power law attenuator will be used here, and the slotted line section, and that will be followed by the crystal detector mount, and which is detects the modulating signal, and that will be followed by the voltage standing wave ratio indicator, which is used for a voltage meter. Okay, and lastly the terminal match terminal will be used across the microwave junction. Okay, this is the microwave setup. Here frequency meter and crystal detector. Here another important topic already discussed. The frequency meter consists of the single waveguide. Again it will be the crystal detector is inserted into the E probe, already discussed here. And frequency measurement of microwave measurements అని టాపిక్ అనే హెడ్డింగ్ లో పెట్టుకున్నాం. అందులో ఫస్ట్ వచ్చేసరికి frequency measurements. We have different types of techniques that will be used for the frequency measurement. There are electronic technique which will be used for the frequency measurement. So frequency measurement can be measured by either electronic or mechanical techniques. So first one is electronic technique. Sorry. So coming to the electronic technique, these technique are more accurate but expensive. This technique will be very expensive. Here you can see low frequency generator, harmonic generator, and mixer with functionality unknown frequency, and finally F naught is equal to. Okay, that is represented here. So frequency counter or high frequency hydrodynamic system or can be used here. So frequency counter will be used here, and uh, the known frequency which is generated by low frequency generator and harmonic generator. Finally, we are adding the harmonic generator with unknown frequency by using the mixer. So unknown frequency అనేది మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేసినప్పుడు ఫైనల్ గా F naught is equal to NFC minus F unknown frequency. That is the main functionality of the particular representation. And measurement of the power. So మనకి పవర్ మెజర్మెంట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మైక్రోవేవ్ పవర్ ఈజ్ ఇన్వేరియంట్. ద పవర్ క్యాన్ బి మెజర్డ్ అట్ లో అండ్ హై. ఓకే, పవర్ మెజర్మెంట్స్ లో లో పవర్స్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, హై పవర్స్ అనేది రిప్రజెంటేషన్స్ అనేది తీసుకుంటాం. సో మెజర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ పవర్స్ లోకి వచ్చేసరికి మెజర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ లో పవర్ దట్ ఈస్ represented as 0.01 milliwatts to 10 milliwatts. That is measured by the equipment, that is bolometer. Bolometer method is considered used to low power consumption. And the second one is measurement of medium power. So it is 10 milliwatts to 1 watt. So very low frequency bolometer will be used, and 10 milliwatts to 1 watt calometric technique will be used here. And measurement of high power greater than the 10 watts. Galvanometric wattmeter technique will be used. Here. So you can see one by one what is the bolometer, how it will be function here. It is a first one is a measurement of low power. It is a temperature sensitive device whose resistance varies with the temperature. There are two types for the bolometer. One is barometer and thermistor. And the thermistor. So barometer anedi one type of device, and thermistor is the another type of the device. So here first one is barometer. It is a passive temperature coefficient, that is whose resistance increases with increase in temperature. It is a delicate device. Okay, it is a passive temperature coefficient whose resistance increases with increase in the temperature. So temperature అనేది increase అవుతుంటే దాని యొక్క resistance అనేది కూడా increase అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. That is the barometer. So coming to the, you can see in the diagram which is considered resistance and temperature linearly increases with respect of the temperature. So thermistor, it is a negative temperature coefficient, that is whose resistance decreases with increases in temperature. In thermistor we are using the semiconductor materials. So negative temperature coefficients kin consider chestam, whose resistance decreases with increase in the temperature, quite opposite to the barometer. Okay, in thermistor we are using the semiconductor material. Here you can see the graph between the temperature and resistance. If temperature is increases, the resistor value will be decreasing. So another here representation of the waveguide, how bolometer will be used here. So low power will be obtained here. Bolometer that will be placed across the waveguide. Okay, so bolometer is a square law device, and it produces a current that is proportional to the applied power. So bolometer which will be generates the produces the current that is also proportional to the applied పవర్. సో పవర్ కి ప్రపోర్షనాలిటీగా కరెంట్ అనేది బోలోమీటర్ అనేది జనరేట్ చేస్తుంది. ఈస్ మౌంటెడ్ ఇన్సైడ్ ది వేవ్ గైడ్ వేర్ బోలోమీటర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ ఏ లోడ్. సో ఎక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేస్తామంటే బోలోమీటర్ అనేది it will be mounted inside the waveguide where it will be acts as a load across the R1. Okay. Now low microwave power is applied. Some power is absorbed in the bolometer load and dissipated as a heat. Then the resistor changes to the R2. So ekkadaithe low microwave power is applied, some power is absorbed in the bolometer and that is dissipated across the heat. Resistance changes into the R1 to the R2. This change in resistance R1 minus R2 is proportional to the microwave power, which can be measured using the bridge. Okay, ఇక్కడ మనం బ్రిడ్జింగ్ నెట్వర్క్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం, వీన్ బ్రిడ్జ్ కానీ ఏదైనా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ బ్రిడ్జ్ టెక్నిక్స్ అనేది. ఓకే, మెజరింగ్ యూజింగ్ ద బ్రిడ్జ్. ఇన్ ద balanced bolometer bridge technique, the bolometer itself is made to be one of the arms of the bridge. సో బోలోమీటర్ అనేది వన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆర్మ్ లో ఇక్కడ మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, లో పవర్ మైక్రో పవర్ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఇస్తున్నాం. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఒక ఆర్మ్ లో they will using the bolometer. Okay, itself as a bolometer. And the bridge is balanced, the voltage will be considered as a E1. So when bridge is balanced the voltage, then it will be considered as a E1. And the bridge is unbalanced the voltage, it will be considered as a E2. Then E2 minus E1 is proportional to the microwave power. The resistance, so E2 minus E1, it is always proportional to the microwave power. So the resistor R5 is above diagram is used for purpose of the balancing the bridge. Here R5 which will be is used for the balancing the bridge of that particular representation. Okay, and the resistors R6 and R7 used for achieve the microwave power without any errors. So after the bridge we have R5 and after the bridge we have R6 and R7. So that will be used for the here R6 and R7 which will be used for the microwave power measure without any errors, and R5 will be used for the balancing the bridge here. Okay, so this is the bolometer. Is you must be write the measurement of the power. In that we have low power measurements and the medium power measurements and high power measurements. So measurement of the power అనేది in microwaves లో కనుక్కుంటే మనకి లో పవర్ మెజర్మెంట్స్ వస్తుంది, మీడియం పవర్స్ వస్తుంది, అలానే మనకి వెరీ హై పవర్ అనేది కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటాం. అందులో లో పవర్ లో బోలోమీటర్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ టెంపరేచర్ సెన్సిటివ్ డివైస్ which whose resistance varies with the temperature. So we have two types, varistor and thermistor. Varistor is a positive temperature coefficient, thermistor is the negative temperature coefficient, and here when the resistor increases with respect of the increasing in the temperature, so that is the major importance of the varistor. And as coming to the thermistor, it is quite opposite to the varistor. సో మనకి ఇక్కడ ఇది టోటల్లీ డిఫరెంట్, నెగిటివ్ టెంపరేచర్ కోఎఫిషియెంట్స్ అనేది తీసుకుంటుంది. డ్యూ టు దట్ temperature increases, automatically resistor will be decreases. Here where the bolometer will be is a square law devices, it produces the current that is proportional to the microwave applied power. So ఇక్కడ మనకు వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే bolometer is mounted inside the waveguide where bolometer itself is used to a load. So bolometer అనేది ఎక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేస్తాం అంటే ఆల్వేస్ ఇన్సైడ్ ది waveguide లో ప్లేస్ చేస్తాం, and which will be acts as a load across that particular microwave. So now the low microwave power is applied, some power is absorbed across the bolometer load and dissipated the heat, and that will be changes to the R2. If this changes R1 minus R2 proportional to the power, which is measured using the bridge. So the power will be used by the some bridge techniques, okay, bolometer bridge techniques. So itself made as a one of the arm of the bridge, one of the arm of the bridge. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి low power measurement అనేది R4 కి ఇస్తున్నాం, which is a considered as a bolometer, acts as a bolometer. So the bridge is balanced, the voltage will be considered as a E1, and the bridge is unbalanced, the voltage will be considered as a E2. So E1 minus E2 proportional to the microwave power. R5, which is R5 is in the above diagram used for purpose of the balancing bridge, and R6 and R7 is used for the purpose of the achieve the microwave power without any errors, So that is the major bolometer equipment, measurement of the bolometer. So you can write all this, okay. And coming to the microwave attenuation, in this we have two types of techniques. So coming to the microwave attenuation, frequency meter and measurement of power. After that, we have measurement of the attenuation. So coming to the micro attenuation, components or devices almost always provides the some degree of attenuation. So microwave components and devices always they will be provides the degree of attenuation. So attenuation is a ratio of the input power to the output power. Already we know that normalized frequency formula for the attenuation in dB is equal to n log of P input by P output in dB, okay. And here P in is the input power and P out is the output power, and attenuation is measured by two methods, power ratio method and RF substituted method. Power ratio method and RF substituted method. ఇందాక మీరు బెంచ్ సెటప్ రాశారు కదా, ఇలా కూడా రాయొచ్చు. బెంచ్ సెటప్ యాక్చువల్గా ఇలా రాస్తాం, లేదా అలా డ్రా చేసినా ఓకే. ఓకే, మైక్రోవేవ్ అండ్ సమ్ ప్యాడ్ and frequency meter and slotted line section and terminal. From the slotted line section, crystal detector and terminal mount and power measurement. Okay, this is the power ratio method. And second one, for power ratio method, they will be use the device where attenuation will be measured. So మనకి ఇక్కడ attenuation measurements కనుక్కోవడానికి ప్రతి ఒక్క ఎక్విప్మెంట్ కి they will have the some measurements. So always they will be choose the input power by output power ratio. So attenuations కి వచ్చేసరికి two methods యూస్ చేస్తున్నాం, power ratio method ఒకటి, RF substitution method ఒకటి. సో పవర్ రేషియో మెథడ్ వచ్చేసరికి ఇక్కడ టూ బెంచ్ సెటప్స్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అన్నోన్ అటెన్యూయేటర్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో డివైస్ అనేది మెజర్ చేయడానికి సెకండ్ దాంట్లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. నార్మల్ గా దే నోన్ అటెన్యూయేటర్ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఎటువంటి అటెన్యూయేషన్ లేకుండా సిగ్నల్ ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తాం. సో So first we are measuring the power as a P1 watts without inserting the device in the microwave setup bench 1. Okay, microwave setup bench 1 arrangements lo we are measuring the P1 power without any inserting any unknown devices. Okay, so we are measuring the power P2 watts by inserting the device whose attenuation to be measured by considering the setup 2. సో మనకి పవర్ అనేది మెజర్మెంట్స్ అనేది ఒక సెటప్ వచ్చేసరికి ఎటువంటి అటెన్యూయేషన్ డివైస్ అనేది యూజ్ చేయట్లేదు. రెండోది వచ్చేసరికి ఇన్సెట్టింగ్ ద సమ్ మెజర్మెంట్ డివైస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ సెటప్ 2. ఓకే, ద రేషియో ఆఫ్ ది పవర్ P1 to P2 gives the attenuation in dB. The ratio of the P1 to P2 gives the attenuation in dB. And the drawback of this method, that attenuation measure corresponds to the two power positions on the power meter. Okay, two power positions of the power meter. So we are not getting the accurate power whenever the network is large. In larger networks are not obtaining the actual power, accurate power. So that we are moving to the RF substitution method. So that we are moving to the RF substitution method. సో RF సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్ కి ఈ రీజన్ వల్ల మనం కన్సిడరేషన్స్ అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం. ఓకేనా, సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ మెథడ్, పవర్ రేషియో మెథడ్. just we are replacing the some inserted power will be considered, and P1 sorry, we are considering the ratio of the P1 by P2, then they will be obtained the attenuation in dB. That value will be obtained here. And coming to the here drawback is we are using the two power positions across the power meter. So that is in small equipment, so that will be okay. But whenever you go for the larger network, that is very difficult to calculate the power by using the power ratio method. Okay, that's why we'll choose the RF substitution method. That's why we'll choose the RF substitution method. Okay. So coming to the RF substitution method, to overcome the drawback of the power ratio method, we can choose the RF substitution method. A single power position on the power meter. Here, single power position on the single power meter. So this method consists of the measuring the output power P by including the network whose attenuation to be measured in the setup. Whose attenuation to be measured in the setup. Okay. So here you can see block diagram, microwave source and some pad and frequency isolator pad means some they will be used any type of isolator or subscriber. Okay, networking whose attenuation to be measured. Networking whose attenuation will be measured. Crystal detector and power meter in watts on selected line, slotted line section and terminal. Setup to this network is replaced by the variable precision calibrated attenuation, which can be adjusted to the obtaining the same process, adjusted to the same process. So all the same equipment will be used here. But what is the difference means here variable precision attenuator will be used. So accurate values will be obtained across the attenuation values. Accurate values of the across the attenuation value will be obtained here. So that is the major difference of the power ratio method and RF substitution method. Instead of using the network whose attenuation measured, we are using the variable precision attenuation method. So that will be helpful for the getting the accurate values of the attenuation. This is the about measurement of the attenuation. So far we discussed the measurement of attenuation, and also we discussed the measurement of power, and also we discussed the measurement of the power by using the bolometer. Okay, and also we discussed the main bench setup of the microwave, So any doubts? Tomorrow we discuss about the voltage standing wave ratio and some other parameters. Okay, today class, are you understand? All of you?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Okay, today's class are understand, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not audible. Hello?
Yes, sir.
చెప్పండి సార్. అందరికి అర్థమైందా చెప్పింది? All the diagrams which is related to the bench setup only. Bench setup అనేది అందరూ నేర్చుకోవాలి. Bench setup ని ఫాలో చేస్తూ measurement of the frequency, measurement of the power and measurement of the attenuation, measurement of the voltage standing wave ratio, like that we have the some measurements. Okay, tomorrow class we discuss the measurement of the VSWR and some other measurements in the microwave bench setup. Okay, thank you.